Whoa, look, it's time to go viral. I'm homicidal, I'm killing all my rivals. I'm the man, shit, I put that on the Bible. I Spotify my target, cause you know I got the title. Hey, I'm a Mac 2. I told baby shake that ass like she Apple. She said it's real, so she got my name tattooed. House full, so I hit it in the back room. Whoa, baby said she needed now, peep the urgency. I want a little Kim before she had the surgery. Leg spread on that hardcore poster. She love twerking, she just do it for the coach. Big dog, bull massive. 6 tray Chevrolet, I'm classic. All these niggas mad at me, that's tragic. The main bitch in the bed, that's graphic. Yeah, we about to go viral. Hey. We about to go.
My seat back, nigga. That's just straight, nigga.
You under you, nigga. What you mean?
He under you now. He this nigga. Wow.
Sure, this was the original seat.
See, nigga, whenever you got a haircut, nigga, you anywhere. This nigga want me right here.
Exactly.
Nah, it depends on the fit. Sometimes they got to see the shoes to go with the whole ensemble, so I got to sit in the chair, you feel me? But what's the deal? What's the deal? What's the deal? What's the word? We back at it like a crack at it, man. Realest podcast in the world, most viralist podcast on the net by far. We're back at it, flooding the market. We in here every day giving y'all this good content, man. As always, it's your host that do the most, Mr. Viral himself, a.k.a. the villain, because they hate me for my opinion. We got the squad back in the building. What's the deal, bros?
Man, what's happening? You already know what time it is, man. Long Beach finest.
LBC Messiah the Great here to lead the way. And we got my boy Shote, 5200 in the building.
You already know what's happening, man. Let's get to it, baby.
Long Beach to LA, east side to the east side.
Man.
Y'all know what the deal is. Red and blue made green. If you didn't know, shout out to Cali the One. He couldn't make it today. But y'all wake y'all game up, man. It's a lot going on in the industry. I feel a new beef brewing. Not even a new beef. This is a reoccurring beef that happened about 15 years ago. So I'm not sure if you're familiar with Saigon. He was one of the up-and-coming next superstars supposed to blow from New York. He had signed with Just Blaze. He was huge on the mixtape scene. He linked up with True Life. Him and True Life was...
Yeah, that Days of My Life.
I know True Life.
Yeah, him and True Life was terrorizing the industry for a while. He had a hit song with Trey Songz called Pain in My Life. He got into it with Joe Budden. He got into it with Mobb Deep. There was this scene where he was on the stage with Prodigy and Mobb Deep. And it was like 50 of them. And
Didn't they cover him on that Beef DVD? Didn't they?
Yeah. It was on the Beef. He wound up getting off on Prodigy and running off stage. And Joe Budden had a line. He said, I forget the exact line, but he said, I'm out to hit and run like Saigon. So he had a play on the words of how Saigon hit Prodigy and ran. But I mean, anybody in their right mind would have got on. It was 50 of them. And he still did his Dougie. He didn't mark out and run and just leave. He actually got off. So props to Saigon. If anybody know anything about Saigon, he's a jail nigga. He grew up in jail. So that whole story, he was like 50 after 50.
Oh, okay.
That was the image that they was painting. So Saigon hears that line about, I'm out to hit and run like Saigon. And he disses Joe Budden. Joe Budden responds. Killer diss track, too. One of my favorites is actually on my gym playlist. Joe was barring up. Then Saigon responds. And Saigon does something that no other rapper ever did. He actually pulled Joe Budden's son out the closet. So he let the world know Joe Budden's son was a homosexual way back then.
I didn't even know this nigga had a son.
I didn't know.
Yeah, his son actually raps. His son's name is Trey. So if you look at pictures of his son from back in the day, he looked like kind of like a square, you feel me? Saigon jump out there and say he's a homosexual, right? So you should get him a little basketball for the little nigga in the bathroom sucking dick in the bathroom stall. So niggas like, damn, cuz he went at his kid, like that's fucked up. But in Saigon's defense, he said, well, he mentioned my wife. So by you mentioning my wife, that's the same as mentioning my kid. Because nigga, that's my kid mom.
Yeah,
so
they off limits.
Everything off limits.
Hey, how did he find out his son was gay?
I have no idea, right?
But you got a gay son in the world. Niggas gonna know. Especially if you tapping in with Jersey niggas and shit like that. Somebody gonna know.
Because there was rumors Joey was gay. Because Ransom, when him and Joey got into the beef, Ransom went on a whole rant talking about how Joey was gay, right? So, boom. After the two diss songs, the beef kind of like fizzled out. They wind up doing a song together later on down the line. Now, recently, fast forward 12, 15 years later, Joe Budden podcast, he brings Saigon up recently. And he says something along the lines of, Saigon is his son or something like that. So Saigon just got interviewed recently. The interview's going viral. he told Joey, he said, check this out, man. You don't rap no more. I'm not a podcaster, so we can't battle rap, and I can't come argue with you on the pod. So we got to meet in the middle. The only thing we can do is get in the ring, put the gloves on, and squabble. He said, matter of fact, I'll beat up everybody on your show first, and then me and you can squabble. Mind you, Saigon a jail nigga, so he always want to squabble first. He was trying to squabble back then. Yeah. So what y'all think about this? Did this beef brewing back up? And now in Joey's defense, Saigon says, you know, maybe he's trying to get me back in the loop because back when Saigon was kind of fizzling out, 50 jumped out there and called him a bum. And even 50 got into it. Then when he seen 50 somewhere low key, 50 was like, nigga, that was an alley-oop. You were supposed to run with that. You could have created a whole, you feel me, got your name back in it. So he like, oh, I didn't know that. Nigga, I'm a jail nigga. I'm not playing these industry games. I don't know how to do that. So he's saying Joey's probably doing that. Mm-hmm. What y'all think about that?
Is he really doing that? I mean, it's possible, but it's like, or is that a way for Joey to squash a beef? Because like you said, how they ever assemble something? Are they at a point where them niggas is cool now? And if he did do that, it's still a weird way to do it when you could just bring a nigga on the show. Or you could do different ways about going about it. We say the same thing. All this shit that niggas doing in the industry and telling someone giving you an alley-oop, like, nigga, that shit is out, nigga.
Yeah, I think
you ain't got to put me down to give me an alley-oop, nigga. So
I think it's personal, bro. Ain't no way you out in the kid out the closet and think we gonna be cool, homie. You like just disrespected him in the most horrible way possible. I think if somebody supposed to come out the closet, that's their own like well-being to do it. You know what I'm saying? To want to go out, for you to snatch your son out the closet and put him out there on blast like that. Joe Budden ain't about to show that nigga no love. What y'all got to eat? Tacos? Yeah, I'll take some. I'm starving like Marvin.
Get some tacos down for you. Shout out to the chef. Shout out to the business. But because Pusha T got famous for revealing that Drake had a kid. Mm-hmm. But unbeknownst to the world, 15 years prior, Saigon told the world that Joe Budden kid was in the closet. Now, fast forward to today, Saigon just put me up on game and said that Joey's son actually did come out the closet recently. And he's a rapper. I think his name is Trey Buttons or something like that.
That's a cold name for a homosexual.
His name is Trey Buttons,
Trey
right?
Buttons ain't, you know what I mean? That's whatever.
Think about it, man. He buttoned it up there, bro.
Do you think
I didn't go that
Joey is harboring feelings because
of course
he told the world his son was a homo, even though they did a song together and the beef was supposed to be patched up? So to bring him up on the pod randomly and be like, oh, yeah, that's my son, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
I think so. Because I'm assuming when someone's child is homosexual and they come out the closet, that's like a most sacred, delicate time. So for you to kind of just put him out there on blast, probably when he wasn't ready, probably like kind of like, I don't know, maybe kind of stunt the relationship between him and his dad. You know what I mean? We don't know what happened behind closed doors, literally. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what happened behind closed door with that situation. On top of that as well, the fact that, you know, those type of people kind of have unalive thoughts all the time. So maybe, you know what I'm saying, Joe probably like, you maybe have my son want to do some things that maybe not want to live no more. Again, that's a sensitive topic when it comes to that. So I don't know, if I was Joe, I'm smashed on him, bro. I mean, even if I don't rap no more, we ain't gonna never be friends. I mean, once you start attacking my kids and innocent bystanders, the people who I truly love, it's
nigga,
all
his wife.
Yeah. But I mean,
he
just
was innocent bystander.
You know, Joey had a song, he had a line in the song that made me think, did he know his son was homosexual? Because he had a line in Dear Diary where he was talking about how the judge was siding with his baby moms and not letting him see his son. So he basically was saying, he said,
am I wrong for wishing I can get my comeback?
He said, she using him so I could come back. Am I wrong for wishing I can get my comeback? So basically he was saying like she's using his son as revenge to try to get him back in a relationship. And he's like, shit, am I wrong for wishing I didn't even have the son in the first place? Was it because he found out his son
he found out he was gay, or
he found out he was gay?
Or was she putting him through? But I think Joey is bringing him up now that Saigon is going viral. He's bringing him up just in case he brings him up. So it's like you trying to help him get ahead of any narratives that could be brought. Like, I'm little boy in you, I'm sonning you. Like, that's my son type shit. Like, because they had a rap beef. Like, I don't see that. But now it's the ball is in your court. Cuz want to fade.
Because to me, if you listen to both the songs, that battle was low-key a tie, cuz I thought Joey was going to watch Saigon. Mind you, Saigon shocked the fuck out of me because I never heard him battle rap. He always been nice. Go to his Smack DVD song, his freestyles. Like I said, go look up Pain in My Life with Trey Songz. the industry should have pushed that song. But what he said was they wanted him to make a Shake Your Ass song with Trey Songz. He went in there and made a damn near not a Dear Mama, but like a Brenda Got a Baby type song where he was speaking out against young girls being promiscuous. So the label low-key shelved him because of that. So
I want to hear that.
That
you know
song
what
was
I'm saying?
viral though.
The song was a banger, nigga. I'll stay banging that shit. I'm about to add it back to my playlist.
Well, I like how you said how Saigon is kind of going after Joe and the whole squad. Because my thing is this, if you part of the whole squad, you know, if it's up with him, it's up with all y'all. So, I mean, the fact that he calling them out, I can get down with that.
But
like
he not to cut you off, he's so sharp that he already see the angle that he ain't leaving him no room for no angles. Like, you saying I'm sonning him, like, basically you have to go through them niggas before you get to me. So he like, nigga, before you even take it there, we can get there, get that shit out the way.
I'll run through the whole squad, and then me and you can get down. Like what Nipsey say, bring your hardest, I'll run through them all type shit.
Homeboy, you can go next.
Or run through your hardest homeboy, you could go next.
Yeah.
Like, it really ain't no room
it
for
ain't
no wiggle room.
Yeah, exactly. You
don't rap no more. So we really can't get back in the rap battle because it was a tie anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But I wonder if Joey is using this to get back into the rap game because recently he said he got the itch to rap again. And you know Joe, that nigga love a beef. He love a beef. He'll jump out there real quick and throw some darts hoping you bite it. And he coming back with 35 songs on your ass.
The trend that we go on where I see these old rappers trying to make a comeback need to stop. I'm going to just say it right now. It has not been a good streak for these cats. You know, the Carter 6, you know.
Who is it been bad for though?
I mean, you just said y'all wasn't bumping the Snoop album. You know what I mean? Like, let's just be real. Like,
are you bumping it?
I mean, I played a little bit of it.
Snoop never really, some of them niggas never really just left. They just ain't been as consistent as most of their shit. Like, cause Jada's still barring up to me. Styles still barring up to me.
Yep.
A lot of them niggas is still barring up. Even I was listening to the Carter 6 in the car. It sounded a little better than when you listen to
you
it.
Gotta bump. Hey, the Carter 6, you gotta bump. You gotta bump low key multiple times to kind of like get it. But even then, the whole album's still not good. I'm still skipping.
Listen, if you're not going to take him on in a battle, he already said he don't want to do the podcast thing. They got the celebrity boxing stuff going on. He said we could do that. We could lock up. Now him and Queen's Flip is cool. And he said, shit, I even beat Queen's Flip up first, even though that's my man's, just to show you how serious I am. So he talking about catching friendly phase with dudes he cool with.
But Joey like, nigga, I'm too old to be squabbling out here.
You ain't never too old to
Joey like,
I'm not saying you that's how niggas gonna look at it.
He like, I'm too successful. My bag is up. I got the #1 podcast. I'm rich now. Joe not finna take that fade because he didn't take the fade back then when he'd offered it to him.
What is this, celebrity death match? Look at
Yeah.
But it's like, why poke the bear if you're not gonna take it there either, though?
That part.
Nah, I agree with that.
And especially with the type of person you're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? From what y'all describing to Saigon is like, that's not even nobody you want to really play with.
Nah, that nigga, he with the business.
That's what I'm saying. You just let him be. Yeah, if he got beef with you, you don't even acknowledge him. You just kind of be like, all right, well, if I'm on my throne, I'm not even looking at this peasant. If that's how Joe's looking at him in that aspect.
And this is the thing we got to say to the industry. Stop with this. I'm going to diss you to throw an alley-oop, like bro just said. That's not an alley-oop to a real nigga, bro.
Nah.
Dissing a nigga is not an alley-oop to a real nigga. I can understand from maybe like 50 perspective where he like, look, we could be first, and then I'm going to jump on your song. Whoop, whoop. That's if y'all talk behind the scenes and y'all work that out. But just coming out randomly, being like, oh, this nigga's a bum, this nigga's a woo-wop-wop, and turning your entire fan base on the nigga and thinking that's supposed to somehow magically make them fall in love with him because they gonna go listen to his songs. That's not how real niggas operate, bro. You want to throw somebody alley-oop, get on their song. Yep. Give them a feature on your song. Bring them on your platform. Work with them. Build the bridge, show camaraderie. That's how real ones actually throw alley-oops. All this other Hollywood ish y'all on, that's really some ego shit. You really want to shit on a nigga, son a nigga, and then at the end put him on so when he do blow, you could be like, oh, I'm the one.
I'm the one, yo.
That's what niggas be on.
Even that, it's like you could tarnish a nigga image, do all type of shit with that shit, depending how somebody responds to that. And not even just that, it makes people think this is the way to get on. It makes people still create that division within ourselves for the most part. It's like if you know, like most of them industry niggas be knowing it's just industry shit. Like you said, from solid people that's trying to transition from something else. A nigga don't know the difference. Especially if you ain't hollered at a nigga about it.
Yeah, them days of just dissing random people like 50 did back in the day is over with. You know what I'm saying? Now everything is everything is content, everything is drama based, the fans will go create more than what it is. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, he's dissing them. He said this, and that. And you know what I'm saying? They gonna add more fuel to the fire.
All
so
the
they
reaction channel on
exactly,
YouTube.
man.
Then you got the bots now. The
Yeah,
bots
exactly.
is gonna flare it up even worse than the people.
Exactly. According to sales, you know, you only average this. Man, they go, yeah, charge your battery up, bro.
Even with 50, when he did what he did, he probably meant what he knew them niggas wasn't gonna be on nothing. He really had nothing to lose. So if niggas wanted to take it there, that was an opportunity for him too.
To take it there. But he also lyrically was still bringing it where it was tight though.
Right,
like when
yeah.
everybody was bumping, like How to Rob was like low key one of the hardest. You know what I'm saying?
How to Rob was
that
it.
was.
Yeah.
How to Rob was it.
Like I can still bump that right now. Just
Right.
because how he came out and just I don't care about nobody.
Another key thing that stood out to me in this Saigon interview, he said he tried to come into the game with morals, principles, and integrity, and he soon found out it's almost impossible to be successful that way in the game. He said Just Blaze is just like him. So him signing to Just Blaze, even though it sounded good on paper, it actually was a bad move because Just Blaze also operates with morals, integrity, principles. You know what I'm saying? Honesty, not snaking niggas and shit like that. So he said that's bad for two people to be like that on the same team. You need a bad guy on your team. You need a villain on your team who you can blame everything on when it's like, oh, y'all did some shady shit. He don't mind being the blame of that, but that's how you win in the game. So my question to y'all, is it possible to win in the game without being, how can I say this, cutthroat? Because if you coming in trying to play by a certain set of rules in a game that's lawless, how can you win for real? Is it possible to win for real?
I think you can still be cutthroat and be solid though.
Yeah.
I don't think you have to differentiate.
You can't cutthroat your homie like the closest ones.
Like stuff like that.
You gotta,
Business is cutthroat. Somebody that chooses to do a business deal, the way you restructure that deal could be considered cutthroat in their lane. You know what I'm saying? The way a natural person might look at a 360 deal, and I'm gonna look at that like that's cutthroat. But if you give somebody that deal, then you're being the same way. Now, how you navigate through that, I believe, is the best way to go. You might not reach a certain peak without being that way because somebody has to get stepped on. Nobody made it to a point where somebody didn't get stepped on. I don't give a fuck who you is. You know what I'm saying? Anybody, you go to any stories in history, somebody had to get somebody else out the way. Not saying that it had to be an ally, but even on that, I was listening to what was the dude, man? Robert Greene, and he was talking about that. Like it's you got to know both sides of it. Like that don't mean you have to be that way, but you have to know that other players are playing worse than you. So you somewhat got to learn their game to be able to play it better than them. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily even being a snake, but you got to be able to understand and see when a lot of that shit is going on around you. Because you'll think somebody is just, like you said, with morals, and because they'll take it to any limit that you won't take it.
Yeah.
So that's why they had an upper edge on you. And that's how they become the villains, because they're willing to draw it out as long as it can go.
They have no morals at that point. And you know how we have a moral compass? Their moral compass is obviously off. So they're going to take it there where you're going to be like, nah, this is enough. There is no enough in any world. So that, of course, they're going to continue to keep going. I don't think you can be successful without being some form of cutthroat. You gotta do some dirty deals. You're gonna have to cut some people off that you probably was supposed to look out for. Make empty promises. It's hard to have a moral compass in this industry. If you're trying to make it big, honestly, you can do it with the moral compass, but I don't think you're gonna be as big as you would dream to be. Because it's gonna be levels to it.
Because that's why they say it's business, not personal.
Yeah.
Because now it separates my personal moral compass from me fucking you over in this business deal. I know I'm fucking you over, but if I don't fuck you over, I'm not gonna win as big as I'm winning. This is why people like Jay-Z really don't even talk. But then you got a trail of people who say use me as a stepping stone to get to where he at now. Now, if you got somebody like Dame Dash, who recently a judge just announced or made a judgment that basically he loses everything now. His whole entertainment company or whatever he just had set up, that's over with. So I don't know what's going on with Dame. His teeth was falling out and shit already. They was saying he was broke. And now the judge, I just seen slam the gavel on whatever business he had left. In his mind, he was moving and operating with morals, integrity and principles and this and that. And look where he ended up. And he said Jay was the snake, and look where Jay ended up. So is it really smart to bring your own moral compass to uncharted waters pretty much, where anything goes? Like if we playing basketball and I'm playing by the rules where we gotta dribble, you can only take 2 steps.
But they over here playing nigga ball.
And this nigga playing nigga ball, he's just running. No, not even dribbling and just dunking.
Y'all not playing basketball no more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, I think it's still good to keep that as a man within yourself, being able to look at yourself in the mirror, because it's like look at Jay. How you fucked over every. It's no, they don't say nothing good.
Friends, huh?
Yeah, you ain't got no solid core people to enjoy that with, and then you never really actually see Jay nowhere just really super happy, in my opinion. Like, Cuz always got the same calm, collected, cool face on. You never see Cuz.
Your sister-in-law firing your shit up in the elevator.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
It's like you're so caught up in playing your role too much, I guess I should say.
Yeah.
And then I think about people like the Locks. When I see them niggas in the studio, they still enjoying themselves. They still talking about they morals and principles, and what's the point of having money and loyalty if you ain't enjoy it with the niggas you started with? Like, so a lot of that I like to see. Like, to me, I would, even though Jay got more money, I would rather have the camaraderie that the Locks got.
Yeah,
You know
I
what I'm
agree.
saying?
No, I totally agree, because my thing is this: money is subjective. You know what I'm saying? Because again, what is being rich? It's all about your overhead and how you live. Somebody that make, let's just say, $50,000 a year, but if they just living by themselves in a shack and they only hobby is to read, man, they win it, because again, all they doing is going to the library, checking books in and out. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about how you feel about happiness and what makes you feel happy. What's the difference between having $1 billion and having like $900 million? Like, it's not too much of a difference. You get what I'm saying?
There's only so much shit you can buy.
Exactly. So much shit you can buy.
Once you get that much money, you can say it's for generational wealth, but at that point, you're chasing an inevitable. How much can I get?
Exactly,
Yeah,
bro.
It becomes an ego thing.
Yeah,
it's
it's never no mark. You happy to see the status of you being on Forbes with the billionaire thing and stuff like that. Now, if you out here actually blessing people, that's what I mean. Situations like that, like Dame, there should be no way y'all allow Dame to fall off if y'all relationship was that tight in the beginning. It's like he was a key component to Rockefeller. Like, a lot of deals and things, like, to fuck him over for that, it's just niggas get cutthroat, niggas get crazy, and you putting your trust into people. And that's another thing you have to be aware of, is the human nature of people. And I don't mean the way people speak, the body languages, the other things that you don't really get to see. And that lets you know who a person is, because we get blinded by people by who we want them to be sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I see this person this way. And then when they fucking pull the sword out on you, you like, damn, where did that come from? But the sign's been there. Or you just overlooked a lot of that stuff. So it was like a lot of key components. You just chose to not really see it for what it was.
Because Nip had an interesting interview one time where he was talking about closing business deals in the game. He said he don't do no small talk. He don't want to meet. He don't want to text. He don't want to even be involved with the people he's doing the deals with until the deal is closed. Because what happens is you start to build a camaraderie and a friendship, and now the business dealing starts to get personal. And when you need to have your poker face on, you'll start to give and bend and break a little bit in the name of the friendship. So he said he just come in there just straight, let's get the ink signed, and then we can do all of that, because they'll play on your kindness of being cool with them. Like, say we went out to dinner, and I got the bill. Don't worry about it. Or they sending champagne to your section. Or, oh man, we got the driver for you this week. Like, they do little things to get leverage during the negotiation to soften you. You know what I'm saying? So he like, nigga, no, straight game face. I'm trying to get the better of you, just like you trying to get the better of me. It's a mental chess match, and the most ruthless is gonna win. That's why they say the 48 laws of power. If you read the book, it's teaching you how to like be a snake in a sense. It goes against your moral compass if you really break the rules down. But if you look at somebody like 50, he found a way to still keep his moral compass intact, but still utilize those laws, in my opinion. Like you said, you can still keep your original morals intact, but still adapt to the game that you win.
I think nowadays, if you use it, it's more so not taking it solely so hard to context of people, of thinking like this is the 1700s and 1800s where you're trying to conquer kingdoms and stuff like that. I think it's good enough to use it in business, but to be aware of that. So you know these laws or any of these things, to be aware of when people are trying to use them.
Yeah.
Not necessarily saying you got to be using them, but being aware of knowing, like I'm saying, that's basically what I'm getting at too. Of
being
knowing,
able to combat the being taken advantage of. That's really what that
Right,
book's about.
yes,
When you see
exactly.
when someone's running game on you, it just shows you like, okay, this is what you need to do. And I'm gonna say this with 50, I do love the fact that for the most part he brings his homies back on for the most part with I mean, yo, he's a loyal soldier, so he always bring him back on tour. You know, he has his opinion with Lloyd Banks and stuff like that, and of course Buck and Game, you already know their situation. But for the most part, 50 operates on loyalty. If you show me love, you rock with the squad, I'm gonna throw you something. Regardless of the fact if he embarrassed you, whatever the case may be, all them cats that he embarrassed, he always lend money out to. He put them on movies or shows or whatever the case may be. And it was on them not paying him back or not holding on their end of the deal. And so at that point, yeah, now you totally crush your enemy because I was lending you, I was showing you love. You took advantage of it, so this is what I'm gonna do. So I love the fact that he is using the chess game with these cats, and they not picking it up. He's giving you enough rope for you to hang yourself or enough room to roam around. And so cats is not even picking up on that. And that's real nigga shit that 50 was doing.
No, facts. Because I think the niggas you come in with, that's who you really owe your loyalty to.
Mm-hmm.
Like these business execs that you dealing with,
They don't know
you hot today, gone tomorrow. Yeah, they loyal to you now because you adding to their bottom line. But at the end of the day, when you stop adding to the bottom line, you're going to be old news. So I don't think the loyalty is to them. Loyalty is to who you came with, to me. So I do take on the business, not personal moniker when I'm dealing in this space. Because what I notice a lot of these people do, they get attached to these dudes and forget this is a business. This is why a lot of people got a sour taste in their mouth with Adam, but Adam is looking at this like a business. You looking at it like, oh, I'm trying to be his friend. I want to be his best friend. You're like, yeah, we could be friends as long as we helping each other. But the second you stop helping my show, I got to replace you with somebody who can help. And now it's, oh, you're snaky, this, that. Not saying he ain't never done nothing snakish, but just on a surface level, a lot of the stories that I heard behind the scenes, it was niggas putting themselves in positions, overstepping their own boundaries, making it personal. When nigga, this business at the end of the day.
You came to work to make a friend.
Yeah, but
exactly.
but even when it comes to business, you have an obligation to sign a contract or you don't. You have an obligation to read a contract or you don't. So initially, you're doing a disservice to yourself when you just taking somebody's word for it without them even earning that. You know what I'm saying? So, and loyalty is earned too over periods of times and years through experiences. So
yeah,
most times people just willingly giving that up just because you're meeting somebody and you feel like they cool. And that goes to what I was talking about of not reading people's body language or picking up on certain cues. You can catch even people undertones, the way they talk. Right. I can even understand in certain messages where somebody might text you or say something, you like, that came off like, you know what I mean, a little different. So, and you have to be aware of those small signs. And I believe that is what a lot of people don't pick up on. But I feel like the people that get furthest, they understand human nature the most. And they able to wiggle and navigate through a lot of that stuff because now you know how to play somebody. It's like
reading body language. It's different social cues.
It becomes like pieces on the chessboard to where it's like, yes, I know that, okay, this is a snake. We get so caught up in being consumed of ourselves, like of what we would do or how we view things, you know what I'm saying? And you never really ever pay attention to this person that's in front of you or actually putting like a title on them. Because if you watching somebody move and they body language, how they are, and you're studying other people, then they're like you watching a movie. You put a title on a character, or this type of character. You know what I mean? Like,
but that's where you got to watch out for the plot twists and stuff too. You know what I mean? You got to kind of anticipate.
You're more anticipating when you pay attention to how this character been moving, his patterns, his habits. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Okay, yeah. Now you're expecting when these things do happen, it's not a surprise.
Nah, facts. Because people be like, man, I would never do that. I hate when people say that. Yeah, I would have never did. Nigga, yeah, you wouldn't have, but they obviously would. I used to do that. And I was like, you know what? I got to stop putting my expectations of what I would do on other people and take people for exactly what they are. Exactly who they are. So, I mean.
Loyalty, I think loyalty be lost too as well. You know, if a lack of action on certain things, you know what I mean? If someone is not like having a character about you or themselves when you're not around in their presence. You get what I'm saying? Say if it's a hypothetical.
Like integrity.
Yeah, integrity. Yeah, like say if you're around like a group of people and they was just be talking about y'all and they already know I'm A1 with y'all, but I sit there and just allow them just to talk or just me not say anything.
A nigga don't leave or do nothing.
Yeah. And silence is agreement. So that's kind of like, damn, bro, like what happened, bro? Like what they say. And
facts.
You get what I'm saying?
Or what if you there just receiving the information?
But see, that again, that's not me though. Because then for me, first thing I'm gonna do is nip in the bud. Like, well, what y'all mean by that? Because I'm taking it as this. I'm a holler at them on that. But that's me though. Some people are not. Their loyalty is not as strong as mine. You get what I'm saying?
The reason I really brought this up is because I just really think about ourselves. How when we first started podding, we brought our street morals and how we move in real life to the podcast game. And that was rejected by almost everybody because everybody's not viewing it as serious as that. They're viewing it as this is literally a game and we on here playing characters.
Yeah.
So when we come around and we get introduced to these different, we thinking they like us, like, oh, okay, we from the same background. They're not looking at it that way. They were already detached where it didn't matter. They could go against their real life morals on the camera, playing the character, and it was cool because to them it's like, oh no, this
lights,
is
camera, action.
lights, camera, action.
Yeah.
I wasn't used to that. I'm like,
Yeah.
hold on, cuz like I done literally been here talking with a nigga chopping it like, oh, cuz cool ass nigga. Camera cut on, light come on, cut turn to a whole nother nigga. Right in front of him, like nothing going on.
What's that?
No
the
warning.
funniest one was the
Like,
nigga when we
God.
had the battle with the sexes. Remember that one?
Which
Oh,
one? Which one? Which one? Which one?
You talking about the nigga with the glasses?
Yeah, that was comedy. I couldn't believe it.
Oh, when he was ready
we
to-
thought he was low key. We
About
thought we was
to
about to
spaz
get him
out?
about the
Yeah,
girls.
yeah.
Nigga thought we was gonna have to squabble him. I'm like, damn, the whole time he like, nah, nigga, like we finna go up.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. I'm trying to go
like,
viral.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm
yeah.
like, damn, cuz. Like, nigga thought he was gonna have to crash you on camera. And I'm
Nah,
just
for
like,
sure. So that
yeah.
made me think like, are we the ones fucking up?
Yeah.
Because everybody else is playing the game.
I'm not.
What is
because
that?
we-
What is that
I'm
term when
not-
you got multiple personalities in your head?
Or like
See,
schizophrenic.
Yeah, niggas are schizo on the
Okay.
camera.
Nah, because
Because a nigga really just put the
Okay.
act on like nothing was
Yeah.
going on.
So
I'm like, what the fuck?
If this is able to do that, what is really considered being authentic? Is anybody truly 100% authentic?
I think it's you got to turn certain levels up on and certain levels down. I feel like on certain times when you with your kids, that's a different level. You still authentically you, but you're not gonna be as like rowdy as out there because you're more in protective mode. When you out with your boys, you're a little more turned up. You're not really worrying about your mouth, how you conduct yourself. You know what I mean? I feel like you can still authentically be you, but then certain parts of your personality will just shine more depending on the
'Cause the world-
settings you in.
The world is if the world is a stage, is anybody really 100% authentic? I have to really think about this. And this because what I'm saying is you're always playing a role. Now you might just be a better actor than that person.
Well,
you know
no,
what I'm saying? I'm not saying acting it like in a sense of like
fakeness?
you fakeness, yeah. But if you see people, we done met niggas, you done met niggas that didn't grow up around the hood or around the culture. You like, oh,
Well,
fake as hell.
I ain't gonna say
Is he really? But he's just more not. He's not as seasoned, and he doesn't understand. Or does this person just is very well at being a gangster?
I just think
very well at
I
being
just think you show people certain things that you want to see that you trust. You get what I'm saying?
This is.
Now, I get what you're
get
saying.
I'm
Like,
trying to say.
before we reach this level of maturity, if you wasn't street, you was a nerd and you was fake to us. It's like, hold on, cuz you not with the business. Like you're not
Yeah.
down to fight. You're not down to shoot. You're not down to rob. You're not down to do nothing. Like this fake ass nigga. But it's like you said, what is fake and what's real? Cuz it's really just a
That's who
civilian
he
out here.
is.
That's who he is. But we already labeling him as fake because he don't abide by this. But that is a great way to look at things. Cause like you said, if the world is a stage, we are all low-key playing a role. When you with your girl, you playing the role of what?
Protector.
You're playing.
Then
the
when,
role of
and
a
then
husband,
when,
a
then when
man,
you with
yeah.
your homies, you playing a role of what? When you with your
Masculinity.
kids, you playing a role of what? You go to so everywhere you go in
You're
life,
just more.
you're playing a
authentic.
different
what I'm
role.
saying is
Yeah.
you're just more authentic in that role than this person is. So it might. So that's why I'm saying, are you really 100% authentic? Because you can say that, but nobody's going to be that one way 24/7, 7 days a week.
I just think scenarios and location just depends on it because I feel like it's a time and a place for appropriateness of behavior. That's just what I'm just getting at. You're not gonna be acting like how we speak at like a kid's parent-teacher conference. You get what I'm saying?
There's some people doing that.
Now, because you might do some shit around your girl that your homies would be looking at you side-eyed, but that's authentically you when your homies ain't around. I think the only time
Right.
people are 100% authentic is when they alone. When it's just you and that person in the mirror, that's the only time. Like I always say on the show, you got 3 faces you show to the world. That first face when you first meet somebody and your guard is up. You got that second face where y'all cool, y'all got a rapport, the guard is down, but you still not letting them know everything. It's some shit you gonna take to the grave. And then there's that third face where it's only you and the man or the woman in the mirror. That's the authentic you right there.
Even when you're having a conversation with somebody, most people do not truly give you their exact real thought. Like they might tell you something, but they might be still thinking something else in their mind. Like, so are you really truly getting this authentic person?
What about this? I don't think neither one of y'all said this. What about the intoxication stage? When someone is out of their mind, drunk, high. You get what I'm saying? They'll show you a side of truth that you probably didn't even know as well.
Is that really truth? Because
no, a lot of cats.
I know we say a drunk mind speak a sober tongue and stuff like that, but then it's like, well, then a nigga flag a nigga be like, oh, Cuz only tough when he drunk. Or he got liquid courage, or
or he may spill or how he really feel.
I'm not saying that though, but we pick and choose to say that. Like, so if a nigga get to tripping when he loaded, and he not like that because by himself.
No, I'm laughing because of what you said. Yeah. Like if he's loaded and he get tough, you like bitch ass nigga ain't never like that. Kind of like that because he's drunk. But if they say something harsh to you, you like damn, that's how you really feel because you drunk.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
You are picking and choosing.
So it's like what are you really deciphering from? People get off drugs and do shit they probably would never do if they was in the right state of mind. But then we let them blame it on the liquor, or let them blame it on the coke, or blame it on the crack.
But you know what though?
If you see a crackhead just strung out off dope, you know this is not the real them. Like, damn, what happened to you, cuz? Like, I know you, nigga. Like, you off meth, you off this. Like, you need to get your shit together, because in your mind, this is not the real them.
But when most people hit licks, let's just say get to the street world. When most people hit licks, they gotta have some type of substance in them. So
because that's not really them.
I didn't have to have no substance.
No. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about in general.
No, I know what you're saying, but that proves the point, because
they not
you
really
can't
like
do
that.
nothing unless you off the drugs. And then if you look at, okay, let's use liquor for instance. They call them spirits. So once you get drunk, like you're literally opening up yourself for another entity to take over. This is why sometimes you be around people that get so drunk, you like, I don't even know who you was yesterday. And the nigga wake up like, what the fuck you talking about? I don't remember nothing. It's like you was out of your body, like somebody else came and took over you. But this is the awareness
that I was talking about. Now, this is why I say, what's 100% authentic? Because we look at it, you're 100% authentically drunk. You're in that role right now. Like, that was the real you 100% while you was loaded. But yeah, this is 100% you when you sober. Depends on the mood. Depends on what it is. So
that's what I'm saying. The scenario you in.
It can vary. So it's really, I don't know. It can sound crazy what y'all
let us know in the comments. When do y'all think people are 100% authentically themselves?
What about
are
facing
you
God?
ever?
No, what about that time you about to go?
No,
some people get to crying and begging.
No, I'm not gonna lie. I do believe that. That's the only way.
Yeah.
I don't believe that's the authentic self. I believe that's the only way you determine whether somebody was a real coward or not. Depending how they choose to
ask for forgiveness.
Depending how they choose to go out. Not even asking for forgiveness. Like, if you went and if you got up on a nigga and he started screaming for help and shit like that, and then you just had a nigga that just took his shit, like, at least your man's went out like he died like a G all the way to the end, versus like somebody that was just scary as hell before they died. So
like you basically died like a bitch.
Yeah. So, but I mean, that lets you know really where their heart was at.
But they go lay in the same box. It don't matter if you died like a bitch or a heart.
Some people.
You mean like accepting your fate in a sense? Like, okay, if I'm living this life, I know for a fact my turn is coming. So when it come, don't cry about it.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that's gonna let you know, like, if you ever seen, what was that movie, The Joker? And he was like, I probably know more about your friends than you do, because he was catching them all before he killed them and shit. And he was like, I know which ones was cowards, I know which ones was solid, which ones would have snaked you and gave up information, like those type of things. Like, that lets you know the nature of a person, truly, I think. Because other than that, you don't know how many relationships you done been in with women, men, or females, and you be like, damn, I thought this person was this. You get caught up, they tell on you, or the bitch cheat on you, or something else. They was playing,
when that pressure
they was playing a good ass role. You know what I'm saying? For a long time.
No, that's facts. Because it be the ones who say, I never do that. And they be the exact ones that do it. Like, damn, I thought you would never go play the family court game and keep a nigga kid away. But what you like, I don't even know who the fuck this bitch is.
But hey, actions speak louder than words. That's why we do got to pay attention to people's actions. You know what I'm saying?
I agree, but that's basically the sum of everything I'm getting at. You thinking this person is this, but they really just playing that role to a fucking T.
So it sounds like we just gotta expect the worst out of people, out of any man. That's basically what we're trying to get at.
Hey, this nigga be coming to the wildest conclusions.
It just sound like nigga, like just expect the worst.
Don't put nothing past nobody. Don't expect the worst, but don't put nothing past nobody.
expect the worst.
Nah, I was trying to really just get to a point of a breakdown of that, like the things that a lot of times you think of people or you overlook. A lot of those things, like if you watch a movie, if you watching a movie, you gonna sit there and be like, okay, this type of character. You're gonna play some type of the same way you watch the shit about the woman. You probably put, oh, this type of woman, she's this, she's that, or whatever. So
You mean like putting your own labels on them?
yeah, you're putting a label.
That's
so,
not really them though.
What do you mean?
No, you saying like you will put your own label on somebody based off
No,
of
but
The actions that they showing.
If you see exactly, so if you seeing somebody for who they really are instead of what you want them to be, then you know how to decipher and deal with them. That's where a lot of those mental warfares come in because now you know what you're really dealing with, and that's why I say the cues of the things that they say, the things that they don't say, and their actions behind them. And just because you could be dealing with somebody that you know to be snaking hella people, they ain't never snaked you. And then when they finally snake you, you be like, damn, I thought that was my nigga. But you knew the nigga was a snake the whole time. You just thought it couldn't happen to you because you viewed it a certain way.
That's why I said don't put nothing past nobody. Because
Expect the worst.
Because you're not putting that past him of, well, he won't snake me. It's like, nah, don't put nothing past nobody. But y'all let us know in the comments.
Like DMX said, trust a snake to be a snake, a real nigga to be a real nigga, or you know what I mean? Shit like that.
And like that new Lil Wayne song on his album, every snake ain't in the grass, every shark ain't in the water.
And God ain't at the altar.
And the most deadliest snakes walk on two legs. Know that.
To quote Lil Wayne after y'all just killed him is crazy.
Well, no, we did say that's one of the hardest songs on the album.
I said that song was a banger. But I seen the article where there's a biopic of Snoop coming out.
Okay.
His son was upset because he didn't get the role.
Oh.
Now, do you think his son should automatically get the role? What I'm thinking is his son saw the BMF series and how 50 had Lil Meech play Big Meech, and he thought, oh, Snoop.
And how Cube
That's
had
automatically
O'Shea.
Cube
played
had
him
O'Shea,
Straight Outta Compton.
NWA, exactly, and he's straight out of Compton. So to him, from my perspective, he thinking this supposed to be automatic. I come from my dad. I look just like my dad. My dad raised me. Who better to play my dad than me? And he went in there and didn't get the role. Do y'all think that's right or wrong?
I don't think it's wrong. I think he should have first dibs, but I also think you should have to put the work ethic in of going to acting school and everything else in that sense. If you've done that, then yes, you should. I believe he should better play his father, but Snoop should have say so on that too. He like, nigga, if you ain't taking it as serious, then I'm not gonna push for you to represent me. Cause I would want, if I had a son, my son gonna play me, especially if he's lived around me, like really been close to me like his son is, and you know me to a T, you're gonna know me better than somebody that goes and studies me. So I think if he went and did the acting thing, not just waking up and you getting the role versus a real actor that been acting for years and you think you just need to get signed up, like Cube's son, I'm sure
He went to
has
acting
learned
school.
from the best. You know what I mean? Cube was a great actor, and I'm pretty sure he's been in acting school. He's playing all different type of roles. The same way 50 went and took Meech and made him do that before he played Meech. I'm sure if he didn't do that, Meech would never be playing Big Meech.
Should Snoop had done that? Put him in acting school?
But maybe, go ahead, sure.
No, I was gonna say, if Snoop want his son to play a movie, play a role for him, it's gonna be straight to Tubi or a BET Plus movie. Because again, how serious do you want this movie to be? These niggas has crucified me about saying Notorious is a good movie.
Crazy.
Hey, I'm Tupac. Do you want Calvin, Little Brodus, to be doing that? Like, hey, I'm Snoop Dogg, cuz. Like, that shit gonna be cornball.
He look like Snoop.
It don't matter, bro, if he look like him.
How we gonna say that? It don't matter, but we not mad at Cube's son for playing
Cube's
in
son
NWA.
nailed it because he went to school and he
I know,
perfected.
so
But how
So-
why
so-
Calvin, little Calvin can't go to school?
Because you know
Right.
why? Somebody out there is working, idolizing Snoop, working harder than him.
Somebody
so
was idolizing Cube though.
and guess what? They
He got, like he said though, this is his DNA.
I understand.
This is his.
Let me cook. Let me finish cooking. Look, bro. If it's gonna be a Tubi movie, by all means, throw your son out there. Just throw. You know, if you want to show nepotism, throw your son out there. It ain't gonna be AMC or a Cinemax worth. You get what I'm saying? Now, if you want to go through the due process, make it like a good movie, like a 8 Mile or something like that, man, you got to get the best man for the job because this is your legacy. You are what? Matter of fact, Snoop is the most famous rapper in the world. So
That's
this
fact.
movie's gonna be like. It's gonna be like the next Straight Outta Compton, bro. When his movie come out, everybody's gonna be interested of how Snoop grew up. So it has to be A1. Everything has to be authentic from the acting, not just because he looks like him.
So we finna let another one of these foreigners come take over another
Exactly,
country.
bro. Because Snoop is worth it, bro. It's not. This is not gonna be a Tubi movie, bro. This is gonna be a movie that's gonna be movie theater. It has to be A1.
Zero faith in his son without even.
I know, like you're not
having
even.
trying-
You don't
not
have no
even
track
trying.
record of him
Bro,
trying.
you don't know
got
what he's done or what he doesn't do.
His son got every he has every financial way to go to school. He is not in no.
We never said he did or didn't do this. We just saying this is what he should do if he wants to roll. He came out and spoke on. He said they did me foul when he came straight out of Compton. Then he said they did him foul. What was another movie Snoop was in that represented Snoop? I forgot. But he brought up a couple other movies.
Oh,
Basically,
All Eyes on Me was
All
Snoop.
Eyes on Me.
Yeah,
He was
Snoop.
like, every time I never get to play my pops, like nigga. But he did get too big, talking to me, acting like he the icon. Like
Because I'm just thinking, like Nate Dogg's son's still out here, so it's like, are they gonna get Nate Dogg's son to play Nate Dogg in the movie,
they get
or is he
Easy?
still on the fucking
Did they
freeway
get Lil
talking
Easy?
about I gotta
Did
smoke?
they get Lil Easy from Compton to play Easy and straight out of Compton?
But these
no.
niggas was in different positions.
But
like,
he looked just like
nah,
Easy though.
It wasn't that though. That's not what I'm saying. These niggas was in like positions to not where you can't even have that focus right now. Like, like you see Nate Dogg's son out here trying to go viral about a damn
Still gotta smoke.
yeah, like cuz doing crazy. And he don't look nothing like
This nigga
Nate
doing
Dogg to me.
crazy
But I understand. I just don't think looking like your pops give you automatically roll. But
I don't-
now
but-
it does. It
but
does.
I'd rather somebody that looks because we're looking for somebody that looks like Snoop.
So say you got a biopic coming.
Mhm.
Are you gonna have another
Lil Short is
actor?
not playing me if he ain't got the job, bro.
Hold on. Are you gonna take every avenue to get
put him in
to
a
play
position?
you?
I'm going to encourage
Yeah.
my son to
Hell
do that.
yeah. But if he doesn't want to do it, if he's not like, if he half-assed
That's not
it,
even a question.
He
Because
wants to do it for a
Yeah.
fact.
And I'm gonna encourage my son to do that because this low key can make him a big star.
all right,
after
so
this.
now if I'm gonna do it, then I'm gonna critique the fuck out my son. And if I'm doing that, that
There's
means
nothing wrong with that. Yes,
yeah,
you gotta
that
play
means
me
he
to
has
a
to be
T.
willing every morning to hear me like, hey, bro, I'm nitpicking on everything until I see
It's
perfection.
crazy you can nitpick on him, but you ain't gonna nitpick on the
On
niggas
that
that
actor,
they pick.
yeah.
Yeah.
on Snoop's son, I
You
don't
gonna
know.
trust the actor blindly? Like fuck it, just do what you do.
Again, we saying because Snoop's son looked like him, and I've never seen Snoop's son act a day in my life, so I don't know if he.
The actor
We
they
never
picked,
saw-
you never seen him
You
act.
never saw Lil Meech act a day in his life
No, but he
You
clearly
never
went to
saw
acting
Q's
school.
son act a day in his life before
until the
that.
day he acted.
Again, he went to acting school. They proven, and on top of that too, as well, Ice Cube is a damn good actor. You get what I'm saying? So I understand that he probably had that. Snoop, I ain't gonna say he. I mean, we ain't
Snoop is a
watching.
good actor.
Hey, Snoop
No,
low-key a good actor.
Snoop is underrated
We're not
actor.
about to do
Hold
that.
on,
We
hold
is
on,
gonna
hold
do
on.
that.
Let's
not.
do that.
What was that
Snoop
movie when
is
he was?
low-key an underrated actor
He
No,
is.
we're
because
not about to do that.
The Wash is a classic.
Wash is a great
The
movie.
Wash, he played
Wash
himself.
is
Baby
a
boy, he
classic.
played himself. Bro, that's not like a. Come on, man, nigga.
Training Day.
Come on, he in the wheels. Come on, bro. We not about to do that, bro. We not about to do that,
Snoop
bro.
gonna keep you born up in the movies.
Snoop, what was that horror movie he had where he was like the
He played-
vampire?
Oh, Don't Be a Menace. He had the scene.
Don't
he
Be
was
a
swinging
Menace.
his
Oh,
shit.
nah, you wildin'.
Nah,
It wasn't Don't Be a Menace.
Nah, he had the
They
audition.
finna kill you for that.
Nah, go look it up. He had the audition.
I
He
don't know.
He
about
auditioned
that
for the
one.
role. I don't
You
think he
talking
got
about
it.
like Bones?
Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it was like a horror
Snoop
movie. I'm gonna say this. Look, and I'm not.
Snoop is a decent actor.
No, he's not. No, he's
some more
not.
shit.
He's not in y'all top 5 rappers that turned actors movie. He is not that.
He's decent because there's a lot of rappers that turn actors.
He ain't in the top 10.
Who's in your top 10?
Off the tops, he ain't in it, but I know 5.
say
I can say Cube, LL Cool J. And I don't know if we can go with Will Smith because he was a rapper.
Will Smith count.
All right, so Will
Hey.
Smith, Queen Latifah, like he is not even in the top. Man, bro, we not doing
Go look. Matter of fact, it was the Boys in the Hood scene he had remade. Go look that.
Oh,
go
he
look that
remade
scene
it?
up. I think
All
he
right.
remade
You
it.
said
I don't know if it
remade.
was like a spoof or something.
All right, but look, bro, look.
So you gonna tell me The Wash wasn't a classic?
The Wash with Snoop playing Snoop. What did
I
he
know,
do
but
different?
was it not a classic?
No,
Is The Wash not a cultural classic?
nah. It's not a
What?
culture classic.
Are you
Compare
The Wash,
for West
nigga?
Coast movie. It's funny, but it's not. It's not because then
The Wash is a Wash.
it's cool.
The
It's
Wash
not a
is a
classic.
fucking classic, nigga.
Nah, I know
Wash
way
is a great
movies.
movie.
I know.
You
All
niggas
right,
crazy.
all right. I know a movie that's funnier than The Wash right now at the top of my head. 3 Strikes. That's funnier.
You know
than,
what? I swear to
Say
God
it.
on Jesus
You-
Christ,
Then do it.
I was gonna bring up 3 Strikes before you said
You're
it.
a
man.
goddamn
Hey, that's on my kids, nigga. I was just about to say, did you like 3 Strikes?
nigga. I love 3 Strikes, nigga. That shit was hilarious. But I don't think Snoop. Look,
So
Snoop
3 Strikes is way better.
is better than a. It ain't way. It's better than a
It's
Wash.
way
though.
better than The Wash.
Yep.
I don't know
It
about
is.
Because
that.
what really was funny about 3 Strikes?
Homie, Stacy got shot in the ass.
That wasn't funny.
Nigga, that shit was hilarious,
They
bro.
always
Because the
got
gay,
that-
the
It
gay
was
nurse
funny when he had his
trying to
ass up. Yeah.
Man, Come on. One nigga nervous.
Okay,
So y'all happy about the gay scene?
No, nigga, hear you. Look, see how he trying to twist it?
Nah, because I'm
He got the yelling this shit.
Three Strikes was a great movie, but
remember he got pulled out. He was like, he got a gun. And he didn't have a, come on, bro.
Now, Three Strikes is underrated. It's underrated. It's underrated. But The Wash is definitely underrated. Nigga, you had Eminem in there doing this shit.
Eminem spazzed out. I'm trying to say, but Eminem already spazzed out like he doing his rap.
Dr. Dre. Dre was actually did good in that movie too.
Dre did good in Training Day, just like Snoop did. If you want to do that, I mean,
Dre was trash in Training
what
Day.
you mean?
What did he even do in Training Day?
He was one of the dirty cops.
And that was it.
Don't he not get knocked out by niggas? Didn't he? Never mind. Let me stop. I love Dre.
I ain't even saying that, but he didn't really do nothing. He could tell he was.
What
the only
happened
one
at the Source
he was
Awards?
the only one that
Was Dre acting in?
He was the only one that didn't fit in.
Nah, The Wash is underrated. Y'all go watch The Wash if you ain't
The
seen
Wash is cool, man. But Snoop is
Snoop made that movie.
Has he been in anything else? Because I don't count the Johnny Bone shit. I don't count.
Johnny Bone. East
what?
Side was that was
He's
that
the
East
East
Side
Side,
was man with Mag 10. No, that was
he's underrated, but he do.
You know what? Did y'all ever see that movie Thicker Than Water with Mag 10 and
yeah.
that was a solid movie though.
Of course, I saw that shit.
Yeah, that was a solid one. That's better than a Wash.
Hell no.
That's better than a Wash.
Nah, hell no.
That's
I
better.
don't even remember that.
Because you could watch The Wash with your kids, and they probably like it.
I don't know. I'm gonna let you add that one.
I don't remember scenes from Thicker Than Water like that.
Right? Like I remember I watched it, but I don't remember it vividly like I remember The Wash.
Well, because The Wash hit home for us because we from the land, bro.
It
so
ain't got nothing to do with that. It's just a
no,
better
yeah,
movie.
it does, bro.
No.
It's the same way somebody from New Jersey is saying New Jersey Drive is a great movie for them. Like when it hit home,
New Jersey
New Jersey Drive was
good.
cool. I watched New Jersey
it was
Drive.
smooth. It wasn't as far as
I'm
East
not
Coast
gonna-
movie. It's East Coast movie to me. I think Paid in Full got damn near all of them beat. And I do like Above the Rim too. Above the Rim for East Coast movies is hard too.
You got East Coast, but then all movies be made in New York.
No, not all of them.
Belly.
Majority
No, you got Menace Society, Boys in the
I
Hood.
said majority of movies.
You talking hood movies?
I'm talking hood. Yeah, of course,
okay.
hood movies, bro.
Okay, New Jack City, Paid in Full. What's that? Blue Hill Avenue.
Yeah,
No,
that-
that
Oh,
was
Blue Hill
somewhere else.
Ave slept on. That was where was Blue Hill Ave? In Baltimore?
No, that was Baltimore.
I think it was Baltimore. Blue Hill Ave is slept on.
You got no, Jason Lyrics was in the South.
I think it said Jason Lyrics.
No, I'm just saying
crazy. As a hood movie, it's
Well,
nuts.
no, the brother was wilding though, bro. The dark skin one.
That's like saying the baseball movie was a hood movie where Lil G Money got popped.
It wasn't.
Y'all going back to this?
Come on, don't do G baby like that.
G
man.
Baby, yeah, G
I'm
Baby.
trying to think. No, I think about no.
Fuck G
Yeah,
No,
Baby.
fuck G Baby,
Juice
Lord.
was solid. I love Bishop.
No, you gotta, yeah, Juice cool.
Look, come on.
You know what I'm
man.
saying?
East
Yeah,
Coast got all the movies though for sure.
they got a good one, but ours I think is man. Out here you got Players Club, you got Friday, you got all the Fridays, you got Menace Society, Boys in the Hood, you got The Wash, you got
We got some hood classics.
yeah, we got some hood
We
classics.
got classes, but most movies be made on the East Coast. From what
Hell,
I've seen.
Nah, hell
Yes, you
no.
do, man.
It's about even. It's we
Hell
really think.
no.
I'm
Based
talking-
on the
think
East
about
Coast?
all, not based on just all genres of movies. You would catch them mostly be East Coast movies.
Baby
You mean
Boy.
based on the East Coast? Because they
Like-
shooting in motherfucking Hollywood.
Yeah,
based on the East Coast, but I'm talking about really as far as like this is a New York. You know how they be doing.
What do Miami got besides Scarface?
They got Bad Boys with Martin Lawrence and them.
Bad Boys.
No, I mean like the Miami hood.
Oh,
movie.
they got that Jamaican movie. What? But
Shotters?
Shotters. That was like Jamaica / Florida.
Shotters. Okay, I'm gonna go on record to say Shotters is trash.
Yeah, I like Shotters.
It was. I like it. I ain't gonna
Shotters
lie.
was
still watch it.
I
trash.
fuck with Shotters. It's you know what it was, bro. It was so low budget that it looks kind of cheesy, but I like the theme of the movie though, so I fucks with it.
Shotters was a good movie to me.
Man,
Yeah, you
what
know,
was good about
If
it?
y'all know what's crazy in Shotters, they had these shoes in there, and they had an iPhone.
They had an iPhone.
Oh,
Go
yeah.
watch that. You know how old Shotters was when he came out? That's crazy.
No, the 12s might have could have been in there.
Nah, nigga, that was
It
before
was like
Jordan.
90 something.
That was in the
Yeah,
90s, bro.
Was it? It was before Jordan even came out.
9.5.
Nigga.
The iPhone was nuts. That was crazy.
That was crazy work.
Yeah.
But yeah, Shotters, like everybody hyped it up. Then I watched it. Like,
it was
man, this-
cool. I ain't gonna say
Even the
Shotters or
even
something?
Mad Max, like he doing the blood on the
Mad Max
wall
was
and-
extra.
Man,
Mad Max
come
was a
on,
low.
bruh.
Hey, he was
Mad Max was
extra.
a
I
lot.
love
Fuck
that
out of
nigga.
here, man. That
Mad
shit
Max
was
didn't even
ass.
talk. He just down stuff.
And then what threw me off, remember he wrote down the 3, but then threw like a
The
nut.
one,
Man,
yeah.
come on,
God,
man.
133 hats. Nigga,
Yeah,
he
he
was
was with
a
it.
real wide.
He was out here
nigga.
catching shit.
Yeah, he was. He
Mad
was.
Max was
Shotters was
pushing-
smooth. So yeah, I think Miami got Shotters.
This the movie I'm waiting on.
What?
Why they haven't done it?
What?
The Paid in Full spinoff, DC. When Alpo went to
Went down
DC,
there.
You know what's
because
crazy?
Wayne Perry himself should have a whole movie just on
Nah,
Wayne
you
Perry.
know what's crazy? I seen something when Prodigy was talking. He said, "Nigga, only thing they want to promote is rats. They never do the real gangsters. That's why Wayne Perry ain't got no movie. That's why Preem and them ain't got no movie. You know what I'm saying? So he said that's all they. I'm like, they have to think about it. It's low key. It is like that.
You know what? Because all the movies that Frank Lucas, all them niggas,
They
was
be
straight
tattletelling.
rats.
They be tattletelling.
Listen, the hood favorite figure, one of them is Alpo from Paid in Full, because
Yeah, he
Cam
was.
played the role so
They
fucking
played
good.
it so well, bro.
Everybody loved Alpo. You just was mad
Was
as hell when
popping
he read it.
Froggy? I mean Kermit, man.
Right.
It's, yeah.
Cam
You
did
see
his
me hit
shit,
her
though.
with the Dougie, son? Like,
you
man.
didn't even see when I put my leg up.
I couldn't believe he didn't get no more roles after that.
No, hey, you know what?
Cam
Hey,
did
let me
his
ask you
shit.
this: Cam or Snoop, better actor?
Cam.
I just
See,
Ba-
but it's,
based
it's,
off
it's hard to
Paid in
go.
Full.
It's we only because that's really only one
he
role.
played it so well, though,
He
bro.
did.
That
We
Nah,
love that
he-
movie, but it's hard to even compare them because they got no discography.
I'ma
'cause
say this, Cam-
Killer Season was trash.
Killer
Season was
But I'm
trash.
saying
Stayed on the
Cam
little
played
girl
that
and
role
shit.
better than Mekhi Phifer played his. That's how I look at it.
No, he did.
I don't really,
Cam
I don't
played
really,
the
I don't
role.
really separate them because Mekhi played his to a T too.
He did, but I'm
Because
just,
without Mekhi Phifer, Cam role wouldn't have looked as good.
nah, Cam.
I don't think so.
Nah. What happened is
They complimented
Rich,
each other.
yeah.
Rich Porter's not as idolized and put in the limelight as Alpo. So you really didn't notice Mekhi Phifer. I mean, we did because we know the story. But if you
Yeah.
didn't, Cameron stood out so good that the DC niggas thought he really was Alpo and shot the nigga
That's
in real
cold.
life.
That's cold.
It really popped the nigga thinking he was Alpo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But you played it a little too good. Matter of fact, he talked about when Alpo got out and Alpo ran across him in a restaurant and actually spoke on him playing the
Damn.
role.
It's just my bad. I'm not even cut you off. I forgot about colors, my nigga, for the West Coast. We got colors, man.
Yeah,
Colors
that's
No, that's no. You
no,
got
I know, but that's way
it don't.
back.
So is New Jersey Drive and all that, bro. And
That's
you,
way,
the colors
way,
is
way
colors.
back.
nah, colors is bro. That was some real
we just,
talk,
we just
homie.
accept colors because you know where
Colors,
they
you
come
got
from.
American Me. If you want to throw that for the essays, you know what I'm
American
saying?
Me, yeah,
American Me. Blood in, blood out was a little extra. You want some chonk chop? Like that shit was crazy. Give me that chonk chop.
God.
Y'all remember that? That
Nah,
nigga was on the
yeah.
white boy.
Hell no.
No, I'm trying to say the West Coast, low-key, we got some hits, man. Like,
Colors, and ain't nobody just watching colors back to back.
nah, well, I'm gonna tell you this though. American American Me though, the director, he got green light though
For that movie.
For that movie though, because he was really using real hoods and you know what I'm saying, the Mexican Mafia business out there.
13 really whacked his
Yeah.
goofy ass.
Man.
Dumbass niggas thought it was a game.
Yeah, he thought it was a game.
Another director got whacked over a movie. Y'all probably didn't know. If you ever seen Eyes Wide Shut with Tom Cruise.
No.
So that was about the secret societies and how they have the Hollywood occult parties and they do
Yeah.
the sacrifices. Apparently, he had put about 10 to 13 minutes of like some real shit that they really doing in the movie, which the elites
Damn.
wind up tapping him on the shoulder, telling him to take it out. He wouldn't take it out. They whacked him.
Oh, I gotta look
And then,
that up.
then that 10 to 13 minutes was removed from the real movie.
Oh, wow.
So if you go watch Eyes Wide Shut, it depicts Hollywood and how they control everything and the wild orgy parties. And I ain't talking Diddy. I'm talking the real stuff.
Yeah.
The sacrifices, how you got to pledge.
Sacrifice, yeah.
You basically got to pledge to the secrecy or you get whacked if you let the secrets out. So that's why he started getting followed around in the movie. But go look up the director. He wound up getting whacked because he put some real information in the movie that wasn't supposed to be in there. And he
Damn.
refused to take it out. So a lot of
Tinfoil
people
hat.
getting hit behind these movies in real life.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tinfoil hat gang.
Niggas shouldn't be giving up that information for them niggas to even put in there.
Well, they trying to make it real and authentic as possible because let's just be real, the movie be telling the future of what's really going on.
Right.
Yeah, that's cool and all, but if you giving details about your gang and stuff like that, you shouldn't be giving.
But what
strict
we trying to
details
do?
about it.
They selling their soul to get to the top level, man. We were just talking
I
about
know,
that.
but you can still create a whole nother scenario out of something else.
No, it
Hey,
ain't
so
gonna be real.
another story that somebody wanted us to cover that we wind up missing
Yesterday.
with the BET Award coverage yesterday.
the
So
Clarissa-
Angel
Reese.
Reese won Female Athlete of the Year.
Okay.
And a lot of people said she didn't deserve that. Even Clarissa Shields came out and said, wow, I thought we was going off of accolades.
I agree with Clarissa Shields.
Yeah.
She deserves it.
Oh, she got a movie. Y'all check her movie out?
Nah, I didn't check her movie out,
That's
but to
cool.
stay on point, I think Clarissa Shields should have got it.
Off the strength of her
based off the
accolades.
fact that she got all them belts. Yeah. She out whooping ass.
Because what is Angel Reese really
Angel
done
Reese
except get balled up by the white girl?
And Angel Reese just got benched. She low key
Angel-
trash.
I think-
we know her from beefing with Caitlin Clark. Like, let's keep it a buck, girl. All she do is grab offensive boards. Like, we did all that. She don't want to be a WNBA player. I'm gonna keep this shit G. She want to shake ass and be with the rappers and the internet and do all that stuff. She wants to create an OnlyFans. You can get rich and never have to work NBA again. You create an OnlyFans, you're gonna go up. So other than that, Angel Reese ain't the hooper she was in college.
But we talked about this though before at the other studio. Remember, we talked about what make the WNBA better, and she is actually a part of the solution. I mean, she is attractive. You know what I'm saying? She is putting herself out there sexually. Cool. So, I mean, I'm just saying at that point, we can't pick and choose what we want as our female athlete. We don't want to see Clarissa Shields shaking ass. We rather see Angel Reese do that shit.
What that got to do with anything?
What I'm saying is, nigga, she's more... bro, listen. I'm telling you. It's about the popularity.
I'm telling you, cuz.
Hold on, we just talked. Nah, bro, listen. Did we not time out? Did we not just talk about this yesterday? About
said we don't want to see Christian shaking ass. Nigga, I don't give a fuck about Angel Reese shaking ass, nigga. I'm talking about
that's gonna be the face of the athlete.
We're not talking about the WNBA though. We're talking about best female athlete with the award.
All right. Look, name 5 female athletes right now outside of Clarissa Shields and Angel Reese.
I can't, but she.
That's my point, though, bro.
No, but listen,
it's black females.
Okay, we only know 3, right?
Go ahead.
We know Caitlin Clark. We know Angel Reese. We know Clarissa Shields.
What's her girl is she mixed with black, the tennis player?
Coco,
yeah.
Her,
she's above her.
What about the girl who run track? Shakar Richardson.
I'll even take
it's way more on the ballot than her.
But what I'm saying, what I'm trying to
get. I don't know if they were on that ballot though.
I understand that, but what I'm saying is, we talked about how the WNBA is trash, bro. How women's sports overall is trash. She's selling sex appeal. She's selling what men want to see. So of course she should get it because the popularity alone. That's the one we.
What are you talking about?
Since Serena,
did you hear what he said? What the award was for?
It don't matter, bro.
It does
She's
matter.
Popular. You gotta give it to her, bro.
Bro, female athlete of the year, Clarissa Shields was knocking bitches out every night and day.
Nobody is watching a Clarissa Shields fight. Nobody's
watching her fight.
They're watching her fight, bro.
Clarissa Shields can
You ordered a Clarissa Shields fight.
They're watching her fight, bro.
I'd rather watch a Clarissa Shields fight than I watch an Angel Reese basketball game. That's facts.
That is fucking cap.
Bro, Angel
Reese
Reese,
never hung out with none of you niggas and said, "Hey, bro, y'all want to watch the Clarissa Shields
fight?"
And
we ain't talked about watching no Angel Reese.
We talked about the WNBA.
I watched Caitlin Clark before I watched Angel Reese.
But we ain't never talked about. But we ain't never had a whole subject about Clarissa Shields though.
Right, but
we talked about the WNBA.
Bro, we've never talked about female athlete of the year. So now you got to look at accomplishments, accolades in their sport.
Women don't care about that.
Clarissa Shields might predominantly be damn near the best woman. Period in boxing.
She is.
I'm talking about all time.
She
over
is.
Ali.
Over Ali. I understand. Listen, she is. But again,
so how you compare shaking ass to that?
Because she's more popular for the youth, bro.
But female athlete. What has she done
matter,
on the court?
bro. They don't care about a woman accolades.
Bro,
they do not care.
Hey, what the boy say? She's the female Ben Wallace, nigga.
Again, no one cares.
Was it Ben Davis? No, it's Ben Wallace.
You said it right. Ben Wallace.
Yeah, Ben Wallace. They do shit, go crash board.
Dennis Rodman, Ben Wallace, whatever you want to call it, bro.
No, she's not Rodman, bro.
I'm just saying, bro, known for rebound.
She can't even make a layup under the basket.
It does not matter.
Her percentage under the basket is probably like less than 50%.
We're speaking about Angel Reese more than we speaking about the chick who played for the Las Vegas Aces. Well, I think her name is Aja something. And she's like the best WNBA player.
What the fuck does that got to do?
Bro, what I'm saying is this, bro.
If we take emotion out of it and her being black, she's only relevant because of the beef with Caitlin Clark.
And because she's doing sexual things.
Since they can't.
That's why, bro.
Since they can't
Horn dog ass.
Not at all, bro.
Oh, she's shaking ass. Give her athlete of the year.
Bro,
never mind what you're doing on the court.
I'm not, bro. I'm saying that's what, nigga.
I'd rather see her shake ass, nigga. We ain't never talked about going to Clarissa game, a Clarissa fight. We ain't never talked about watching Angel Reese a day in my life,
bro.
About nothing.
We don't watch women's sports, period, bro.
I know, but what I will watch.
No,
I will watch a Clarissa fight right now before I go watch it.
Clarissa would have to be in. All right, I'm gonna tell you this. The only time
to be in nothing.
I'm gonna tell you this.
She
The only
whooping shit.
Hold on, these was the nominees.
Go ahead.
Angel Reese.
Okay.
Dawn Staley.
You don't even know. That's the coach for the South Carolina. All right, I know who she is.
Aja Wilson.
That's the one for the Vegas.
Shakari Richardson.
All right.
Simone Biles.
I don't even know who that is.
Simone Biles.
Simone Biles.
For sure.
Simone Biles. Flauja Johnson. Clarissa Shields. Coco Gauff, Juju Watkins.
Come on, what?
Okay. So I like Juju.
No, I don't think
everybody on the list.
Yes,
Okay.
everybody.
Juju.
Coco, Simone.
No.
Angel Reese.
Nigga smoking
They
rock.
all should be.
First of all, that
Nigga
lets you know we
smoking
don't watch women's sports like that
No,
because we didn't even
but
know.
all them I watched Coco.
I
I watched Juju.
I watched Juju. For sure because I'm an SC fan. But what I'm gonna say is
And
this:
Juju was tripping.
Juju? Yeah, for sure.
Juju was
Juju,
tripping.
Yeah, she over
Juju.
it.
Hey, she's
She
tight.
low-key deserved
Nah,
it.
Hey,
she over
she
it.
from Watts, bro. Her granddad
nah,
is
she
Tim
over it.
Juju was
Watkins.
tripping.
Okay, so this was clearly some type of
Sexual act, bro.
Some type of I don't know.
Somebody paid her.
Somebody paid her some. She been on all these podcasts.
sexual
and
act.
shit like
Sexual
that.
acts, my nigga.
Allegedly.
Hold on, did she fuck somebody for this award?
I wouldn't doubt
Because
it.
she been shaking a lot of ass.
Shaq tried to holler at her,
Shaq
bro.
tried to holler.
Like that's what I'm saying, bro. Like
Shaq tried to holler. I mean, Shaq had no action.
it don't. Shaq got enough money to pay her for her to win that award.
That's the only thing I could think. Somebody paid or she fucked
All
for this
them
award.
athletes
'Cause
on
ain't
there was
no
Rob.
way.
Clarissa the only
Nah,
one.
for-
All
nah,
that was
every-
Rob. Clarissa the
No.
only one who spoke up.
Every athlete on that list got robbed. Every athlete on that list is above her.
Juju
The
should have
only
won.
way they didn't get robbed if somebody else outside of that would have won.
Juju should have won that because in the NCAA tournament, when she got injured, USC, it was a wrap for him. That's
I'll tell
when
you
UConn
this.
won.
I'll give it to Caitlin Clark before I give it to her. I will give Caitlin Clark the BET award before her.
This nigga tripping.
Fuck is you talking about?
You on
That's
your
the
own
reason
on
I
that
left
one.
her out. Fuck is you talking about?
Nah.
Yes, nigga.
Nah, Juju is if Juju can make it, if she could have made it to the league because of her ineligibility, bro, she's really that
I
person.
hope she
bro.
get a great recovery. That girl's the truth.
Hey,
She
she's
be out-
A1,
I'll be
bro.
watching her hoop.
I do too.
Yeah.
Hey, if y'all really go check her highlights out, Juju is a bad motherfucker, bro. She is nice with
And
the
she
rock.
got the clutch instinct.
And man, she aggressive too, bro. When she go to the hoop like she Kobe, bro.
Man, yeah, she tripping out
She
there.
hard, bro.
But, a gang of people should have got it. Angel Reese.
I didn't know
spectacle.
Juju. I didn't know they was putting college athletes on there. I thought it was just like professional.
Yeah, black
Well,
entertainment.
technically,
BET,
college is
black entertainment.
but college
Yeah.
is technically.
That's all we know. Angel Reese from is from college.
Clarissa Shield got robbed. End of the day.
She
Bottom
did.
line, she was supposed to win that. She unanimously had female athlete of
If
the year.
it did have to be a sex symbol
accolades.
thing, that's the only why reason she got robbed. If
Hey,
that's what it
what
is.
you saying is
So
true.
what y'all think about this? Because we didn't talk about this. Donald Trump and Elon Musk been beefing. So it looks like Elon Musk been playing the spook the sat by the door. We all know he took over the election. He rigged it. He finessed it. He finessed online. He finessed the voting system. He did a whole lot of stuff to get Donald Trump in office. Boom, Trump gets in office. Elon has the Doge program. They start tracking the government spending. He finds all this corruption, blah, blah, blah. Next thing you know, Donald Trump has the big, beautiful bill. And that's where Elon and Trump starts bumping heads because Elon starts reading his bill. He goes, hey, man, I just put this Doge program together to stop the government from overspending. You create the big, beautiful bill that's adding to the overspending. So they part ways. And Elon went out to say, the reason that the Epstein list isn't out is because Trump is on it. So he said, the secret is out. He let the world know Trump on the Epstein list. Boom. Couple days go by. Elon and Trump come out and both tweet, oh, we was just playing. We was joking. So what do y'all think about that? Do y'all think they was really trolling and joking, or do you think them tiny hats or them people upstairs that's really, really, really running shit, whether you believe it's the reptilians, the grays, the whatever the conspiracy you think who's really running it behind the scenes, the bankers, the elite families, the elite bloodlines, told them, hey, y'all tripping.
I think Elon got emotional because in that big beautiful bill, did you see the part where the electric vehicles get cut or they're no longer going to have that discount or that tax write-off? And Tesla's what? Nothing but electric cars. So if I can't get that tax write-off and my business is electric cars, bro, F you. You literally took my business in this bill you talking about. Homie, this is my business and I was working with you. You get what I'm saying? So in the big beautiful bill, he's no longer giving discounts to electric vehicles, bro. And Tesla is nothing but that. So I feel like Elon Musk got emotional. You attacking my business, man. F all this politics. I'm gone.
Yeah, I think it's we spoke on this last time. I think it's all smoke and mirrors. I think them niggas are still friends. They in cahoots. I think they just playing a game on the world. Like I said, it's a stage. They playing people, making them people feel like it's easier to keep Elon away and make him not think he's working with Trump and vice versa so they can utilize each other in better ways when they need to. Goes back to what you were just saying. Trump could be the fall guy and everything else could be presented through Elon in different ways. So I think it's all Trump could have gave him a whole tax write-off on the low. Like, man, don't even trip on that business. How much did you make for that? I'm gonna throw this to you.
That was a good point out because Tesla will take a hit, but Elon's AI company may get a boost. So it's like, now Tesla stock has dropped because he aligned with Trump, and you know, Americans, they've been going crazy. The Democrats, they've been vandalizing, Teslas, and they've been returning their Teslas. So if you look at Tesla stock, it was through the roof before he aligned with Trump. It dropped. And then you look in the bill, you're going, hold on, cuz this bill is low-key attacking Teslas, attacking my company that the stocks have already dropped. But on the flip side, you know, they're gunning to usher in AI into society. And, you know, Elon is a big part of that. So this side of his business ventures goes up, but his bread and butter, Tesla, it's plummets. It's dropping. So it's like he's stuck in the middle. And, you know, Elon, he has shown to be an emotional type of dude where the first thing that comes to his mind, he runs to Twitter, X, which he owns, and he puts it out there. And then sometimes he'll backtrack.
He get petty, then it's like,
exactly.
I feel like they played internet games too.
Both of them do.
I feel like they all do. It's no way if they've been playing the internet games before internet games with the TVs and stuff like that. They already know how to get people psychologically in a frame of mind that they want them in already. So I'm pretty sure they have so many higher ups and people in those spaces to do that, and they know. I think they move strategically. There's no way these people is in these positions that smart and they just going off emotional and just jumping off the deep end. I really don't believe that. So I think all this is planned. And I just seen that thing was it Joe Rogan or somebody? I think I sent it to y'all. What's the numbers, dude? And he basically broke down and was saying that Elon was going to break apart. From,
GG33?
Yeah, GG33. Shout out to him. He be having some crazy stuff going on, but he basically broke down and said before 2025 was up that Elon, because of whatever the moon signs and the stars, everything else, he be breaking down that they was going to fall apart. So we'll see. We'll see how true it is. But then to come back and say they just playing, what is it there to believe or not?
Just in case y'all didn't know what Short was pointing out with the tax credits, previously, if this before the big beautiful bill, people were able to get the tax credit of from $7,500 and up to $4,000 for a used vehicle. So if you bought a new electrical vehicle, you could claim up to $7,500. And if you bought a used vehicle, you could claim up to $4,000. So that, of course, skyrocketed the sales. So they sold, I think, more than 200,000 previously qualifying EVs between December 2009 and December 2025. So the sales was through the roof. Now with this bill, that's going to be gone, which is going to take away the incentive to go buy these electric vehicles, which they want us all driving eventually, so they can hit the kill switches whenever the fuck they want and shut society down, shut your movement down, and all type of shit. And they might hack it and drive your ass into a bridge, off a bridge or something if they need to get you out the paint. It's all type of ways that they can fuck you over with these electric vehicles. So
that's why nobody buying them. That's why they sitting there. They trying to give them away right now. Like
exactly.
You want to buy a 2023, 2024 brand, they trying to give them to you, bro. And I think in 2035, California's supposed to be they won't be selling new combustion engine cars. That's
right. So you got to have it now or you ain't going to be able to get any new ones. Gavin Newsom is trying to.
He's such
I don't think that's gonna last. That's just gonna open up the dark market because there's people that know how to build that stuff from scratch now.
Well, I mean, you can build it, but he was saying like car dealerships can't sell it after 2035. Anything new after that, they can't sell them.
Right.
Build it, yeah, you probably can, but not
Gavin
selling
Newsom
it.
finna get his dumb ass up out of here in a minute.
Well, yeah, but his goal is trying to run for president, but I think he kind of messed that up because with the whole illegal alien assigned with that, you know what I mean? I think he kind of already shot himself in the foot.
Trump talking about getting them locked up.
Exactly.
Because he's trying to beef with Trump. Trump ain't gonna play that shit with you.
He beefing with Trump. Trump is beefing with Mayor Bass.
Yeah,
they trying to use this as a sanctioned city and things like that for him. But at this point, the whole American society is looking at us like, bro, what are y'all doing?
But Gavin Newsom trying to make it look like they really care about California like that.
And he don't.
Actual reality, they don't.
Because what's happening in a lot of these Democratic states, the people in power, they starting to look at all of this shit that was going on, and a lot of them are thinking about flipping. Because a lot of the voters have flipped. Like a lot of the states that was blue, overwhelmingly number of the people who were blue are now red. They turning red, and even the higher ups is looking at turning red. Like, hold on, cause y'all doing some
we doing too
wild
much now.
out shit. Y'all doing some other shit.
Yeah, we're pandering to everyone else instead of getting back to the point. And that's the American people. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, we're looking for everyone else to be included that don't necessarily need to be here. You know what I'm saying? There's no shade, but at the end of the day, we got to get back to us first. We got to make home first before we worry about anybody else.
And that's all I'm basically saying with the immigration stuff. Everybody's mad and they sad about it because they being empathetic because of the
roundup.
sad pictures on the internet. But if you just look in history at any country who did not have immigration laws and let people flood the countries, them people came in and flipped that country.
Look at the same way they
said if we did what we was doing out here in Mexico, more than likely you'd be aggressively handled and possibly either thrown in jail or knocked off.
I was gonna say, look how they used to handle the slaves when they used to run up north. If the slave catchers catch you, I mean, you would have got hung. You know what I mean? Like, this is what they do.
Because you got to think, if I come from a third world country, I have third world country ideologies and a way of living. And if I am let into your country and given rights, even rights to vote, which they was letting these undocumented vote, imagine they start voting in the interest of them and they people. And then they are become the major population in your country. Your country now becomes their fucking country.
Yeah.
It was like, y'all not seeing this shit? So who are they gonna be empathetic about you and your way of living and your people when they come flood your shit and take over? Y'all ain't seen South Park? They took their down.
That's South Park episode.
Yeah, that shit was hilarious.
That was one of the funniest episodes.
Yeah.
They came in, flooded that bitch.
Yeah.
Niggas working for like $3.
Hey, man, what? They was coming from the future.
Nigga,
coming
what?
back in time, bro. That was crazy.
I feel like they did that. That was another one of them shows.
Yeah,
where they
that
trying
was
to show you what's going on.
Exactly.
That was mass immigration.
Mass
That's what
immigration.
that was.
Crazy,
And then they had an episode where the
They
Crips was
took
taking
us-
over too. You seen that?
Yeah,
shit?
you sent me that one. Yeah, I remember that one. Them niggas having drive-bys and everything.
Bro, they even had the trans episode in there.
Oh,
with
yeah.
Macho Man identified as a woman.
Woman, it was what? It
Can you
was
tell me about your transition? I'm not here to talk about my trans. I'm here to whip some ass.
That's crazy. They've been doing that in all the cartoons. Remember Boondocks? They did the rappers, had gangster
yeah, nah, for real. Yeah, you talking about Gangsta-licious and them. Yeah, that shit was hilarious, bro.
crazy.
What the niggas was
The
wearing the
Boondocks,
pearls.
and it's crazy that they
I wish
shut
they
the-
bring them back.
Yeah.
Boondocks was
I think they
everything on
hated
point.
on them for, I forgot what reason, but they hated, I think it was too much truth in their TV show.
Man, no, really, when he got on Tyler Perry. The Tyler Perry episode that's really got him in trouble.
Tyler Perry pushed the button
Man,
on
come on, bro. Think about it. Cartoon Network was under TBS, and a lot of Tyler Perry shows at the time was on TBS, like Meet the Browns. What's the other one? Whatever them little.
Tyler Perry got the Boondocks out the paint?
Think about it, bro. The
If he got the Boondocks
Boondocks.
out the paint,
Then you
that's
got Meet
crazy,
the
bro.
Browns. It was another show, bro. I can't
I
think
thought
of the.
Boondocks was on the Adult Swim.
But Cartoon Network's under TBS though.
Oh, the same thing.
It's the same
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
and,
yeah.
and Tyler Perry has more pull than the writer of the
Right,
Boondocks.
for
You
sure.
get what I'm
That's
saying?
crazy.
Think about it, bro.
Because they even had Uncle Ruckus on there. Now you seeing Uncle Ruckus is everywhere. Like,
Yeah, come on, bro.
These niggas was on point.
They was
kid.
on point, bro. They was on point with
Every
everything.
episode they had like a little small message in it. It was on point, like something you could relate in real life.
Nah, facts,
That's
man. Even with the biracial children, you know what I'm saying? How they identified, they felt lost in the sauce. The little Scare Straight program, that was funny with the Booty Warrior. That was
Oh, you talking about the jail one?
yeah. Like,
He on the pop the balloon now. All type of
that's
other
my
shit.
point, bro. Like now,
Yeah.
look, he was ahead of his time.
that's
Think about
crazy.
it. The Booty Warrior is
That's
on Pop the
crazy.
Balloon.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Come on, bro. We all know.
I don't know who the Booty Warrior is.
He
but
was
that-
the
It was the
Nigga,
one nigga in prison said he need booty more than air and food.
Yeah, he
and
said
shit.
his booty's more important than drinking water. When I heard that, I'm like, this
I thought
nigga.
you was talking about the scene where they caught her in the shower.
No, that's
Yeah,
the same
that's
one, though.
nigga?
Yeah, that's the same one. He was like,
That was crazy.
yeah, it's wild.
And they can remake it though, but I think it's probably different now because Pop's gone from when he was one of the
Yeah,
voiceovers.
but-
Possibly
John
one of the main
Witherspoon.
characters.
You just have to do it, maybe make Riley and Huey a little bit older without.
No, I think them being that young age make it
Made it
really
better,
cool.
yeah.
Because we see it through the innocence of a
or
child.
just make it to where Pops died or something. You know what I mean? And keep letting everybody rest.
Or they not like that, man. Why they just got to recast it?
Well, they doing a lot of remakes. I see
Nah,
they're bringing
but-
King of the Hill back where Bobby is
Oh,
grown
yeah.
now.
He
But
gonna
it's
be-
crazy because John Redcorn just got murked.
Yeah.
Come to find out, John Redcorn,
Hold
the
on,
guy-
yeah.
the-
Hold on, real life.
Yeah,
in real
the
life.
dude who does the
Oh,
voice.
the dude who did
No,
the
John
voice of John
Redcorn did
Redcorn was
yeah.
a homosexual. So
Yeah.
they said his neighbor offed him.
Ain't
Because
that
he's
ironic why
homosexual.
they be doing that? Because in the show, John Redcorn was out
It's
there
knocking off
pounding
the
shit.
neighbor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was a Casanova
They
on the
always
show,
try to use
knocking
that, yeah.
down Dale's wife behind
Come
Dale
on,
back.
man.
Right
But in
there.
real life, he was homo. And the dude who played Chucky, Charles Lee Ray, in the first
died,
Chucky, he died.
He died?
Come to find out, he was a pedophile.
Wow.
Wait, when he died?
He just recently, I believe.
I seen this shit like not too long ago.
Yeah, so he was really like a midget.
His name was Duff or something Druff or Duff or something.
Yeah, he
like
wound up being a pedophile.
That's crazy.
Damn. And Chucky was low key one of my like.
And it's fucked up because
Exactly.
ain't that what Freddy Krueger was got killed for
Yeah,
being a pedophile?
Bro, how crazy is that?
We
that
was
we was
watching it.
watching a pedophile get back for getting murked for being a
I
pedophile.
wonder why he going after kids and in their dreams.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Freddie Krueger is one of the worst scary humans you can go against.
Because all the adults in the town found out he was raping the kids. So that's how he got burned up. They went to the house, boom, 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 murked him, burnt him up and all that. He wound up coming back to haunt all of their kids. But he was a pedo.
Yeah, that was
And
crazy.
niggas love Freddie.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So it's like, you really think about Hollywood and all this pedo shit going on. They had us like idolizing the pedophile low key.
Right, they did.
Which is
You
crazy.
had it, but they gave it to you in small doses to prepare us to where we at now. That's wild.
That's crazy when you think about it, because like, how do you watch Freddie the same? Like, I used to love Freddie merch. Nigga, I'm getting Freddie hats, nigga, the hoodies, the Freddie dunks that came out.
Oh,
like,
those was hard.
Yeah, nigga.
I still watch it regular. That's what's crazy. I
Right.
ain't probably watching it in a long time, but it's like you look at it as acting or something, but that's crazy.
That's cold. They psyoped us in the rocking with a pedophile, unbeknownst to us. But yeah, y'all share
Brad Dourif. That was Chuck, the dude from Chucky.
Okay.
Damn.
Yeah, he was a real midget too, which is crazy. Like, you a midget and a pedo is wild.
Oh, the mid. Yo, you talking about the dude? Oh, his name is Ed Gale.
Yeah, he played.
Oh, the mid, the guy, the body dude. Okay, I thought you talking about the dude who did the voice.
Nah, that's cuz.
This the dude who did the Leprechaun. He played the Leprechaun.
He did?
The horror movie Leprechaun? Yeah, this is the same one.
Crazy. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
You saw Leprechaun in the Hood?
I think so. It was so many Leprechauns. It got stupid after like the second one, but I started.
I stopped at the Leprechaun in the Hood.
Yeah, Leprechaun in the Hood. Then he went out of space. And
You can't top the first one.
Man.
Fuck you, Lucky Charms.
Man.
Facts, yeah. First one, it was funny as hell too when he kept sliding through on the
With the
skateboard.
Man, yeah. No, what
I might go watch that shit now.
She thought it was a cat that scratched her leg. Like, what the fuck?
Cuz was fucking that fat nigga
The
up.
cool part about it, Leprechaun wasn't. All Cub was just tripping on was his
his
money.
gold.
Give me my
Yeah,
motherfucking
money
gold,
back.
nigga.
Stop playing with me,
Man,
nigga.
what?
That's all Cub was tripping. He wasn't even tripping on niggas.
Man, was tripping on
He
niggas.
Give my
Just give me
shit.
my
Where's
gold.
me gold?
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, Cuz was standing on business, nigga. Give me
Niggas
my
in the hood was
motherfucking
standing
money.
on business on Cub too, though.
Yeah.
They
Nah,
just
for
couldn't fuck
sure.
with him. That
I
was
fuck
funny.
with Leprechaun.
Nah, facts.
Hey, y'all gotta stop ruining our childhood horror favorites. Y'all
Who
fuck-
is y'all's? Who's yours?
Bro, they fucked
It's just all the
up
classic
Michael
movies.
Myers.
Nigga, they fucked up Chucky.
Up Michael
yeah.
Myers. They turned Chucky to a homosexual. His sons.
Well, his
And
kids
no, like,
is,
yeah,
his
No,
kids
they
is.
it's not
homo.
even just that. They made 30 of the niggas.
Oh, he able to.
They made it to a
multiply.
sitcom, some dumb shit. The last Michael Myers, they had him getting beat the fuck up by teenagers. Like, what the fuck y'all got
They
going
had
on?
Cub getting whooped in the street.
Cuz getting whooped by the whole town. Like, come
This
on,
nigga was
cuz.
supposed to be strong as a bitch. He out there getting whooped out by the town.
I forgot what they did to Jason. I think they fucked Jason up
Jason
too.
went to outer space and
Jason wasn't
Jason
that
in
bad.
Space was actually
I don't
cool.
think they fucked up Jason all the way yet.
Nah, because they had the Freddy vs. Jason, right?
Yeah,
was a
that
good
was
one.
a
Was that
good
the
one.
last
That was
Freddy
good. I
Freddy
like
vs.
Freddy
Jason was
vs.
good.
Jason.
Was that the last one?
Yeah,
As far as Jason, it's been a cool
Because
minute.
before that, it was Jason Goes to Hell. That's when Freddy had
Yeah,
got
they
his
snatched
mask.
it, yup.
Yeah,
But I liked the
doubled
Freddy
back.
vs. Jason. I actually thought they was gonna make another one because
They-
when he was carrying his
blinked.
head,
Yeah, he did the little wing.
I'm like, okay, they Freddy might grow his body back or something.
But Texas Chainsaw Massacre, they kind of murdered that too.
Oh, they
on
fucked that up.
Netflix.
Trey Songz.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
bro.
yeah, they put Trey
did-
Songz
did
in it.
tear that up.
Yeah, at first, because remember the
It
first
was
couple
way
ones
more
was
gritty,
hard.
Now,
yeah.
the first one was like, oh,
Yeah, yeah. He was with it.
This nigga was fast as hell with that
Man,
shit.
that
he was
chainsaw.
hard. Homie, he was hard. Just
grab a nigga, put him
Hey,
on
I
the
ain't gonna
hook.
lie, with them chainsaws, you gotta be strong
You
as
got-
a bitch.
man,
nigga.
come on,
Your
bro.
arms, when you cut, nigga, get tired as hell, nigga.
Man,
but you
think
get
of-
used to it after a while, but that shit...
Man, cutting off another nigga face and putting it on yours and calling himself Leatherface.
Nah, Cub was
it's
deep.
crazy.
Yeah.
And to find out like this low key a true story.
Yeah, exactly.
Even The Hills Have Eyes was like a true
Yeah.
story.
that was the first one. Hills Advised was good.
Nah, for sure. Little inbred family up there eating niggas and shit.
But you know what made it so savage? You know when they off the baby, off the moms, like it was like no holds bars. That's why I was like, ooh, Hills Advised was vicious.
Oh, they fucked Candyman up. The Candyman.
Oh
that
yeah,
came
they
back.
don't
Tried
even
to
talk
remake
about
that.
Yeah,
bro.
they fucked that one up. Blew that. They just been fucking up all the
They
horror
remake
films.
everything I told y'all they fucked up. And not even just horror. House Party, they remade that.
Oh
That
yeah,
was
White Man
trash.
Can't Jump.
What they need to bring back is the Puppet Master. I ain't seen the new Puppet Master since the 90s, nigga.
Did y'all like the new It?
Oh, they fucked it up.
And the first one wasn't bad. The first one wasn't bad.
I'm saying because they remade it.
When he turned into the alien and all that, I'm like,
I think that was the second one. The first one wasn't bad.
Not the new one.
Yeah, but we talking about the remake.
But come to find out, that was a part of like the original comic, whatever. Like,
that's how it was supposed to be.
But I'm like, because I remember it as a kid.
Georgie,
Little
Georgie.
Yeah, that changed my shower for like every time you look in the shower, like on the set. Nigga.
Hey, that shit everybody. Hey, you know, man, hey, y'all remember Tales from the Hood?
Oh, of course.
Man, my mama had an African dog, bro. I ain't gonna lie, that kind of fucked me up a little bit. Remember
Tales
those slave
from the Hood
dogs?
was the same one when Cub was in the thing. Like, I'm afraid to do that thing again. Or that was Tales from the Crib.
That was Tales from the Crib.
He was talking about the hot shit. He started to say that line.
I got the tripping on shit. He said, I ain't afraid to do that thing again.
Then Cubs ready to body something. That
On
shit
the
was
set,
funny
Cubs
as
ready
hell.
to catch a hat, nigga.
Yeah,
Stop playing with Cubs.
Tales
Matter
from
of
the
fact, there was a maid, this black maid. She went to like a old white couple's house, and they had a gang of them dolls. I don't know if you seen it on TikTok, like those little Tales from the Hood dolls, them little slave dolls.
Yeah. That's my
Nigga,
mama
they
had
had
one
a-
of them.
They had a whole cabinet full of them little motherfuckers.
That's what I'm saying. As a kid, it fucked me because my mama had one of those.
Oh, so
and
nigga like watching
As
it.
a kid, I used to turn on all the lights in the middle of the night, go get some water, bro.
Man.
I remember moms did us dirty, nigga. Nigga went to go take the trash out.
Yeah,
It was a
spooked.
Chucky doll, nigga. Put the
They all play
They always
me,
do.
though.
Bro, we put the doll on the wall. We go to take the trash out. Come back on the other side of the wall. The Chucky doll move. Nigga must have booked up out of there so fast, nigga.
They had me thinking for years Chucky really moved.
This nigga was spooked, nigga.
I'm
The
like,
gate.
man, that's
I left
crazy.
Cut Alley, nigga. I was
Why you didn't run, nigga?
Crazy.
I got on Cut, nigga. You better come on, nigga.
Man.
Nah, that was wild for sure.
No, it was some good horror movie. I know they did a remake of the well, I guess they did a Final Destination. Y'all get a chance to check that one out?
Oh, yeah, I
watched
watched
it.
it.
It was smooth.
bunk.
I liked
It was
it.
bump.
Shit
Nah,
was
don't
bunk, man.
believe Cut. That shit
I
was
didn't check it out.
Believe me. Check
Bro,
it out. It's bunk, man.
Short.
Yeah.
They
Gruesome.
brought it back around to like the first one.
Hey, Candyman was in that. That was his last movie.
Oh, he just died.
He
yo.
just passed away too. Candyman was in there.
And you know what's crazy? He had a line in there about dying. So it's like they've been playing this line since he died.
I need to check it out, bro. I definitely need to
So
check
you
it
gotta
out.
be careful with them getting murdered in the movies. and
Yeah,
shit.
facts.
Nigga should really be happening.
It was like a premonition or something. He said like, I'm here to enjoy whatever I got left or
Left.
something. Cause they was like, man, don't you want to live? Like he wound up leaving. Like, man, I ain't worried about
Hey,
that.
what y'all think about Jigsaw? I'm Saw.
It was too fucking many for me.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that.
It was
yeah.
too many, cuz like I could stop.
The
last
first couple,
one,
the first few ones was cool. Like the first two,
they
ah,
fucked it up when you started to see who Cut was.
Yeah,
Once you
Yep.
found out he
That
was old,
old-
feeble nigga, all right, cuz.
sleep this old white man.
I know another movie that they should have made another one.
What?
Hostel. You ever seen Hostel?
I think I
Hostile.
did. That was when they was like that. Like they was out of town.
Nah, rich people would pay to kill people. So like, let's say you want to see what it feel like to shoot somebody.
Mm.
They would kidnap people because like you would go sleep at this hostel or whatever in like Russia or something, wind up getting kidnapped and put in one of the torture rooms.
Shit
So
sound like the Purge a little
yeah,
bit.
so however, like let's say you want to, what it feel like to stab somebody. A billionaire or millionaire come by you to stab you.
Damn.
Or like I want to see what it's to set somebody on fire. Like so that's what they was doing. They
Damn.
called it Hostel.
I need to check that one out. I feel like I seem like I saw it as a kid, but didn't really pay attention to it.
And there was another movie, which they actually say this is like based on a true story because one of these women survived and came and told this story about how the elites get people and have this human hunting stuff going on, kind of like not
Hunger
Hunger
Games?
Games, like Hunger Games. Yeah, Ice-T is actually in the movie. I forget the exact name of the movie. I'm gonna go upstairs and watch that shit too. Where if you like go down the rabbit holes, they call it the Black Forest.
Mm.
This is where like the elites get you and then they strip you naked, give you a head start. You got however many minutes to get a
Damn.
head start, and they literally human hunting. So one of the girls who actually was taken to this forest or whatever wind up really getting away, but people thought she was fucking crazy and schizo and all that shit because she was naming like elites, like
Yeah.
Prince such and Queen such and this president and this governor like that was taking a part in these parties, hunting their ass down.
It sounded like that, like kind of how Squid Game did it, on the first one where all the elites was watching them play for the money, you know what I'm saying, on some deadly games. That's crazy.
Yeah, so,
Some
so
truth in
y'all
that.
be on the lookout. Ice-T was in it. I know y'all know in the comments. Y'all let me know what the name of that was though. But yeah, that Black Forest, man. Y'all go look that up too. But yeah, y'all share, like, subscribe to the channel. We're going to get out of here on this one.
Oh, yeah.
This is another one. We'll be back in here tomorrow. Like I said, we flooding the market because we're not playing no games.
Oh, yeah.
with
Hey,
nobody.
one more thing, too, man. Happy Father's Day this upcoming weekend. I just remind all the fathers out there, man. Y'all, happy Father's Day to y'all.
Yeah, y'all will get y'all socks this weekend. Don't trip.
And a pack of drawers, too.
Hey, none of them be on them corners.
Man.
I mean,
Ain't no handouts, I did it from the ground up. In the streets, thugging hardest when they found us. Got a problem, nigga, watch my troopers mount up. My bitches bang too, and you a lame though. You niggas ain't outside, yeah, we came through. You want your lights up, we put you on the shade.